So I thought it would be fun to talk to you guys about my travel makeup kit. So you guys know I was in Malaysia for about 20-ish days, and I was there to shoot a travel show. So I carried a bunch of things with me. Here's the stuff I took. I'm going to tell you guys what worked, what didn't work. And yeah, this is, I mean, a lot of you probably think this is less makeup, but this was a lot of makeup for me. So yeah, here's what I took with me. So this is my kit. It's not some fancy kit. It's just something I got free with a PR like package. The reason I use it is because it's clear, right? So you can literally see what's inside from all sides, and it's really easy to get to things. I like things to be like transparent and clear. Like even my my toilet kit, if you haven't watched that video, we'll link it here, which was what I took on this trip, is clear so I can see everything. So yeah, moving on, this is what I took. Let's open it and see what we have. Now, face wise, in terms of like makeup, I took only 3 things and I used only one. Barely used it, that too. So this is the first thing I took, which I bought in Singapore, which is the Ultraviolet Daydream Screen Tinted Veil. It's like a light foundation with SPF. I thought I would use this a lot since I was shooting for TV, and I thought I'd want more coverage and stuff, but because of the heat and humidity and stuff, I didn't end up using this at all. It's really, really good though for those of you that like foundation on a trip. Honestly, I didn't use it on the trip. I've used it here, which is similar climate in Bombay where it's hot and sweaty, but if you want slight coverage, it's really, really good for like the day. So carried this, but didn't use it. Then we have my favorite KIRO compact. You guys know this is something I've been using for really, really long. Again, I carried this. I didn't really use it because I just felt like after day 1, I wanted like my skin to just be free and not have like a lot on it. So except for I think the opening and the closing, those were the only 2 days I even thought of doing anything to my face. The rest I was just like, let's just rock this. Like right now I'm wearing literally nothing on my face because I'm going to show you guys some of the makeup. So yeah, this is again a great like nice thing for hot climate if you do want to use something, because it's powder based, very light, gives you very light coverage, but you get that kind of glow. Like if you're looking for it, I'll show it to you actually maybe if you want on one side. Right now I have literally, as I said, nothing on. And it's just really easy to use. It's obviously powder compact. It comes with, I'm not a fan of the sponge. I do wish like the sponge was nicer, but it's nicer even to kind of lock in your foundation if you're someone that uses like a thicker, heavier foundation to kind of, you know, cover stuff up. Now, if you look, like I've just given this side a very light coverage. It doesn't really look like coverage. It's more like a glow, which is why I like it. Now, this is the product that I actually used. Okay, so this is the Laneige Cushion Foundation, also what I bought on my Singapore trip. Love, love, love this. So it's very similar to my Hera Cushion Foundation. This is actually what I used for the opening and stuff. So you can see when you dab it, you get foundation onto your product this way. I'm just going to use a bit of a mirror so that I can show you guys what it's like. So you can see this has definite like coverage, like, but it's very, very light. Like you don't feel like it's very heavy, and it's great for the kind of weather that we have in India as well, which was very similar to the weather in Malaysia, where it was nice, easy, breezy to put it on and stay on even in the heat, the sweat, all of that. And I felt like this was great just for the dark circles. So if I really had like, you know, felt like I wanted to just look fresher for dinner, or like sometimes in between, like for the closing, I barely had less than like 5 minutes to get ready because we were running through the shoot. We had come from the beach with a shower and then get ready in like evening clothes and like come. So I was like literally in 5 minutes, I just, you know, quickly did this and I was out the door. So again, very seamless. I'm not going to go over this area because I've already, you probably can't tell the difference right now because I've barely put any product on. I don't really want to waste this. I feel like cushion foundation works really well for people like me that want light coverage. If you're someone that wants heavier coverage, obviously maybe like proper foundation. For me, on a trip or otherwise, cushion foundation is great because it gives you just that minimal coverage, but it looks great and doesn't feel like you have something on your skin. and you're still like sweating and breathing and, you know, surviving. The next thing I took was this. Again, didn't use this. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. The reason I carried this was in case I had like really bad like dark circles, or if I had like a massive breakout and I wanted to kind of cover that up. Honestly, that's when I use this because it gives you good like thick coverage. This is great as a concealer if you're looking for one. Carried it, didn't use it. Now you guys are probably like, Sheri, you've carried everything and you've not used anything. What did you really use? Okay, so I'm gonna start with what I really used. Okay, so for me, I feel like if you wear lipstick or a lip tint and mascara, you look like you have makeup on. That's my hack and cheat trick for all of you that want to look like you're wearing makeup but you're not wearing a lot of makeup. Okay, so my 3 favorites were these 3. Let me explain. So first we have my Burt's Bees lip balm, which is my go-to. I had this, use this pretty much every single day. It's fantastic. Then we have 2 lip tints, Benetint of course. Pretty much almost finished my Benetint on this trip. And this one, this is the Dear Darling tints from Etude. Use both these, okay? So this is more orangey, this is more pinky. What I kind of did on this trip and made it like my signature color was a mix of 1, 2 and 3. Let me show you. So the first layer is Benetint. Then over and above that, I'm going to add the Dear Darling tint. And then finally, my lip balm. So yeah, this is like my go-to signature color for me. Pretty much throughout the trip, this is what I was wearing mostly every day. Along with this, eyes. Okay, so there's 2 things that I always like to do. One is curl my lashes, add mascara. That really makes the difference because it gives you that pop. So this is my lash curler. Just curled one side, so you can instantly see. Can you see the difference, like how open this eye looks and how this still looks smaller? Ta-da! So curling my lashes always gives me that instant pop, and adding mascara, which is like a staple. So this is my my BADgal Bang mascara, the only mascara I carried on the trip. I don't usually carry like 2-3 things. I carry 1 of each mostly. Just lightly coated my eyes again because I was going for a very natural day look. I didn't really want like something too, you know, heavy. And a lot of the days were like, you know, water days and stuff. So obviously on those days, I would just curl my lashes and leave it, no mascara. Just put my lip balm and lip tint, and that was it. Now, the next few things I'm taking out are all like brow things. Okay, now this was like not something I was doing on a daily basis. As I said, depending on my itinerary and if I'm getting wet, not getting wet, what the day was like, if I wanted to be able to like wipe my face with a wet wipe or not, I was then deciding on what I kind of wanted to put on my brows. So these are all 4 things that you guys have seen me use, but I'm just going to explain to you what each one is, to say why I use different things on different days. Okay, starting with number 1, this is my Precisely brow pencil. So this is like the brow pencil with the brush, which is something that I use like, I think only if I want additional like you know, color and like that feathery effect, I draw in and I brush, or I just brush. Okay, next up we have this guy, which is my Gimme Brow in number 4, which is the mascara which is already tinted. So if you don't have time to draw and set and you just want to do and go, this is great for that. The next 2 things are the final setting products, right? So one is the gel. This is the gel you guys have seen me use a zillion times, which is the clear gel, which gives you a more kadak, like firm effect, and the new one, which is the wax. Now this is the product that I am really loving and I have used, I think, most on the trip. It's the newest one. I got this in Singapore and it is available here now as well. So this guy I didn't really use a lot of. I like this because it gives you a more soapy movement, and there's full, like your eyebrows feel full. Okay, I'm not really going to draw in the brow. I'm just going to show you guys what I can do with just this, because that is what I did on most days. I didn't really fill in or do anything. I literally would just go, this is what Umang taught me in Singapore, go in the opposite direction with this guy and then like smoothen him out and then like, you know, make it more feathered. So what this does is it gives you a more like softer look and your like the hair is not kadak and stuck in one place. Like the earlier one, what it used to do, the jet set like gel is more like set in its way, you know, like it doesn't, like you can't really then play around with the brow. This gives you that movement and a more natural feathered effect, which I really like. Since it's just, you know, clear, even if you wipe over it, nothing smells like smudges, smears, nothing. So this was my go-to look, which was just the brow, mascara, balms and tints. And yeah, this was kind of my signature look, which was, I think, 80% of the trip. If I did want a heavier, bolder brow, I would actually just fill my brow in slightly and then go with this. But honestly, that was just for the night or on certain like occasions. Otherwise, mostly it was just this, which is why I'm showing you just this. And you guys have seen me fill my brow like a zillion times. I don't do like a full-on brow, just a light fill brush and this. Now, we don't have a lot left, guys. Very few things coming to the last few. This is the eyeshadow palette I took with me. Now, this is Leather Shop from Etude. This is a really sasta, cheap palette. I like it because it's small and compact and it doesn't have a lot of colors, but it has like the goldy colors which are enough on a trip like this. So what I like is, I'm just gonna like swatch this a bit and show you, is like this color, which is the basic gold. So every time I had to go anywhere, like if it was like a night thing or one day when we were going for a dinner, I just use my fingers. I don't even need the you know, the wand in the thing, because it's like creamy, and I just go with this. Like if I want to add like a more formal night look, and this is like something staple for most of my trips. I don't really carry like eyeshadow because at best for a night look, if I want a little shimmer or like whatever, I just, you know, feather it out with my fingers, use a little gold, and that's it. And for me, this palette does the job very well because it literally has only those colors and it's really easy to use. Even in the day, if you really need some shine, some pop of color, if you want it really light, this is good for that. So I always usually just take something like this, if not just this, like something else with gold that's easy to use, small, light, compact. Now, before I go into the lipsticks, just quickly going to show you two tools that I have in addition to my lash curler. So I have this tiny little scissor always with me. This is actually to just trim my brows if I feel like they get too hectic, because this part grows out quite a bit and so does the back, and I just want to like keep something to trim the edges, so I always keep this in. And it's also nice to have a little scissor in your makeup kit anyways, you know, so I always have this. And this is actually something that came with the lash curler. It's for my, like I use it in terms of if I need to remove clumps from my mascara. So I just keep that in case there's any clumps and I want to brush it out. But you don't really need this. This is just an add-on that I have and I keep. Coming to the lip stuff, okay. I carried a bunch of lipsticks with me on this trip because, again, as I said, this was something I was doing for TV, and there were times when I wanted like something more potent and not just this, which is why I carried these. These I've already told you were really good in terms of Etude House fixing tints are fab. They are long lasting. The thing with this is it's not really, it comes off really easily, and every 2 hours you have to touch it up, right? Or 1 hour you have to touch it up because it's just there, like done. So when you want something more potent on camera, these are great for that because they last much longer. So I will show you guys this as well. I also carried these two, which I will swatch and show you. This is my favorite from Benefit. You guys have seen me use this a lot. This is Coral. This is also their balm. Very pigmented, but again, it comes off really easily. That's the problem with this. Like, just put it here for you guys to see. So it's really nice, looks really like pretty when you wear it, but comes off really easily because there's no, it's not matte, right? And that's the problem with when you're shooting and you're out the whole day. You know, it's nice for the day, and if you want like a balmy hydrating effect, it's great for that with the pigment. But if you want something that's going to last, you need something matte. for that, I had these three. This is the MAC Lock Kiss, sorry, which I've been loving lately. Not really going to apply these. I'm actually going to swatch two of them on my hand and put one on for you guys to show you. This is Analog Rose from Etude, which is, I think, one of my favorites and works really well with anything. So I'm going to show you that first. So as you can see, it just glides on really, really easily, right? And once the lipstick dries, it just stays there. And you have like this potent color, which looks really nice on camera, as you're seeing right now. In person, sometimes you do feel like, oh my God, I might like it's dark, because you feel like you're wearing lipstick. For someone like me that doesn't like wear a lot of lipstick in the day unless I'm at an event or something. But when you're on camera, it looks really, really nice. So even right now, as you can see, with just the basic, nothing major, it just looks like you're wearing makeup. The other two, I'm going to show you this. This is what I actually wore, I think, on two different occasions. It's the MAC Locked Kiss, which is really, really potent. And you can see that it's like really, really, you know, like solid when you swatch it as well. And this is the other one. I have a lot of shades in this one. But yeah, this one, the one on my lips, is one that I use the most. So yeah, this is it, guys. It is empty. That is all the stuff that I carried. I probably didn't need most of it. I didn't use a lot of it. If I had to pick like 4 or 5 things to travel with, I would take this guy. I'd take my tints, my balm for sure, a mascara for sure. I would take one brow thingamajig and maybe one lipstick. Yeah, I could go down to just this if I was on a personal trip as well. On this trip, I took a lot more because, as I said, I was filming for TV and I just felt like I wanted to have some options as well. But yeah, normally I could even survive with just this. So guys, that's all the stuff that I carried on this trip and that I carry on most of my travel trips. What do you guys carry? So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and comment below with what you carry in your travel makeup kits. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!